Hi guys, Matt LUXTON here from FA Fitness. Today I just want to take you through how to do your measurements at the start of your program. Okay, what I want to do is just get yourself a tape measure, and that's really all you need. A set of scales if you've got them. Okay, what I want you to do is just grab the tape measure. First thing you're going to do is your chest at nipple height. You're going to place that one on there. Okay, and you'll wrap it right the way around. Okay, till it gets all the way around. Okay, so from there, try to do these in front of the mirror, and then you can make sure they're level, okay? And then just take the read in there, just making sure that it's up at nipple height all the way around. So that's the chest, okay? Do the upper arm, okay? Just literally find the biggest part of your arm, okay? Pop the tape measure on there, okay? And then just bring it round, okay? Let the arm hang like so, okay, at 90 degrees, and then just take the measurement there. So the biggest part of the upper arm for that measurement. The next one we do, okay, is the waist. So I want you to put the tape measure right on the belly button, okay, and then again just wrap it right the way around like you did for the chest, okay, till it meets right the way back in front, okay, and then you can take your measurement there. So that's right on the belly button, okay. The next one I want you to do, okay, take the ball and socket part of your hip joint, okay. So if you push your hips to one side, you'll find that. And then once you found it stand tall, again, wrap it around. It's really useful to make sure you've got someone here with you when you do this, just to make sure it's level. If not, again, use the mirror. So that's the hips, alright? So you've done your chest, the upper arm, the waist on the belly button, and then the hips right on the ball and socket part of your joint. The next one I want you to do, okay, is just at the bottom of your glutes. Okay, so from the side, right around there. Okay, you're going to go through the middle of the leg. Okay, and then into there. So just make sure that that's right on the sort of like fold of your bum, okay, in there, and you'll wrap it around and take the measurement in front of you there. Okay, so that's the gluteal fold. Okay, you'll just make a note of that one there. The next one I want you to do, okay, the last one, just take 4 inches on your tape measure from the top of your kneecap. Okay, once you've found that, pop your thumb on it, and then measure around that circumference there. Standing nice and tall once you found it, just to make sure you got that there. Again, useful to have someone with you just to make sure it's level around the back. Okay, so the chest, okay, at nipple height, the upper arm on the biggest part of the upper arm, the waist right by the belly button, the hips is on the ball and socket part of your hip joint there. Okay, then you've got the gluteal fold, which is right at the bottom of the glute, okay, where the little fold of our bum cheek is. Okay, and then the last one, 4 inches up from the top of your kneecap, okay, and measure around there. With the ones on each side, so your arm and your gluteal fold and your thigh, 4 inches up from the kneecap, do both sides, okay? Just to see if there's any differences between the two. And make a note of those along with the date and the time. Try to make sure you keep the time consistent. So if you did it at 5 o'clock in the morning one day, you do it at 5 o'clock in the morning on like 4 weeks or 6 weeks time, or whenever it is you're asked to retake the measurements. Okay, so that's just a little brief introduction into how to take your measurements. Okay.